welcome back to the Lucky Girl Guide podcast, your one-stop shop to all things wellness and good vibes. This is your host, Amri. Hello, welcome if you're new here. It's so lovely to have you. And for all the listeners tuning in on the video pod, thank you so much for being here. Hello, it's so nice to be here with you. Today's episode is all about 2026 and how to glow up and become your best version for the new year. So, I have here the ultimate glow up guide for 2026 to mentally and physically change your life, because Lord knows I need it. Lord knows we all need a little bit of a reminder to get ourselves back up to our ultimate best selves and come back into our highest versions before the new year begins. Because I don't know about you guys, but I genuinely feel like something is in the air. These past couple months have just been so iffy, and me personally, I feel like I'm so ready to have a moment back where I can feel like myself and just remind myself that I am so worthy of everything that finds me in my life, everything good, and just get back up on that high vibrational energy that I'm so clearly lacking. And I feel like we all need that little boost and just a general reminder that we can glow up and we are that girl. So in terms of the glow up episode, I did want to focus on 3 different aspects. So not just the physical glow up, because I feel like a lot of us do focus on the physical aspect when we think of the word glow up. I wanted to explicitly tackle the mental glow up, the physical glow up, and the soul glow up, the glow up for your soul, things to remember while you go about this entire journey of revamping yourself for the new year. Before I forget though, I wanted to share one of the coolest experiences I've been to this week, because we all know Spotify Wrapped 2025 came out this week on the 3rd, and I was also invited by Spotify to come out to a Tate McRae inspired event on the 3rd, and it was in Toronto. I got to bring my guest, so I of course brought Dia with me to the event. So we ended up having the most magical night with all the Tate fans, Spotify team. They were just so lovely. We saw a bunch of cool sports cars. I believe there was an Audi R8, a McLaren 570S, and a Ferrari F8. They were so beautiful, and the car lover in me was actually freaking out and taking photos of the whole event. It was amazing. And I also got to get a tooth gem, which I don't know if you guys can see on camera, but it's just a teeny little diamond stud on my canine tooth, and it's just gorgeous. I've been telling everyone that I wanted a tooth gem for the longest time, and it just happened that same week, so I was like, that is a sign. But we had the best time ever. I just wanted to say such a big thank you to the Spotify team for doing that event, for inviting us, and that was a little fun thing that I want to share with you guys this week. But without further ado, let's get into the glow up series and episode. So to start off with the mental glow up portion, my very first tip is to start each day with a positive affirmation or a prayer. If you are religious like I am, I wake up every single day and I say a little prayer to God, and what I say is, God, please take over my mind before I do, so I can have a positive headspace throughout the day. And this just really gets rid of a lot of my anxiety throughout the day, because I just know that I'm placing all of my negative self-talk, all of everything into the hands of God, and He is the one in my head controlling everything for me. And in that way, I just tend to overreact and overthink way less than I normally would. And I've just noticed a better positive shift throughout my day when I started saying these prayers. And if you're not religious whatsoever, that is okay. You can still have the same similar effect by just saying positive affirmations throughout your day. And if you are exceptionally insecure about your appearance, about your personality, any of these things that you might be a little iffy about, if you start saying affirmations about your looks in the mirror to yourself every single day when you wake up, just tell yourself you are beautiful, you are smart, you are hot, you're talented. That really truly helps reframe how you view yourself long term. My next tip is just very important to truly getting to know yourself as a person, and that is to find your triggers and start doing shadow work. And this will really help you understand your past traumas and heal from them and stop projecting them onto other people. And I feel like if you really start to understand why you act the way you do, you will start to reel in your outbursts, especially if they're towards other people. For example, this past week I snapped at one of my best friends because what they said triggered something in me and something that was my problem, not their problem. And I'm not okay with that. I am not okay with snapping and reacting the way that I did. And so I started doing shadow work to figure out why I reacted the way that I did towards them. And I just want to reiterate that we are all human. We all have reactions and past traumas, but it's up to us to heal from them and not pass them on to the next generation that we have, to others around us in our life, so on and so forth. And my favorite tip when it comes to a mental glow up is to set up an audit of your life currently and what it looks like, and then what you want your dream life to look like. And I encourage you to look at both of those audits side by side, what you have going on in your life right now and what you want in your future life. And when you do your audit, I want you to think about your mental headspace, what you want that to look like, the type of friendships you want, the career that you want, what you want your dream relationship to look like. Everything, every minuscule detail, I want you to put that into your dream life audit. And then once you are done, I want you to look at them side by side, compare your current life to your dream life, and use this audit as a guide on your current relationships and activities that no longer serve you. And get rid of everything that is holding you back, everything that is a waste of your time and your energy and your potential. Start working towards activities and relationships and friendships that will guide you towards your dream future self. Next up on my list is to be a kinder person. And I feel like this is so basic, but I find, especially in university and especially as I get out there into the real world, I found that I used to be a really kind person. So much so to the fact that I used to get taken advantage of by people for being so nice. And I noticed that that did turn me into a more of a bitter person. And that's not the type of person that I want to be perceived as. I don't want to keep being perceived as a bitter person. Even though I love my sarcasm, I love my dryness and my humor, I don't want to have those aspects be the highlight of my personality. I want to come back to that kind energy that I had before that I lost throughout the years. So, for me personally, I want to focus on being a kinder person. And I believe that kindness goes a long way. And especially lately, I feel like it's so easy to get hurt over being so open to other people. And then it's so much easier to keep yourself hidden, to be more bitter, to protect yourself because you're scared of opening up again and getting hurt. But I'm working on getting my kindness and my grace back, because you cannot let how others treated you in the past define how you treat people moving forward. And in today's society, I feel like being kind is actually so rare. But I actually have a really close friend, one of my best friends, who really helped me reframe my perspective on being kind while still respecting your boundaries. And she has such a talent for just talking to people and making them feel like they are so heard and loved, but yet keeping her private business private. And my friend, anytime I go anywhere with her, anytime I spend any second with her, she is always so kind and lovely and inquisitive towards strangers, but she will never speak a lot on herself. But she will always make others feel like they are the most special people in the room. And from her, I learned that you can be nice and kind and genuinely inquire about others and be bold and say hello to strangers, compliment them on the street, but you can keep your business private while doing that. And you can showcase attention on them and not yourself, so you allow your energy to make other people's day, but not theirs to drain yours. Hold the doors open for people. Say hello. Have a nice day in the elevators. Smile at other people. I know everyone says this, but really a smile goes a long way, especially when we're all glued to our phones. It's just so much nicer to see a smile in public than just see a resting bitch face, you know? I think putting in the extra effort to be a nice human being and have good social interactions will literally set you apart from everyone else. and make you have a nicer energy around you, make you more magnetic, and just make you more socially likable. Next up on the mental glow up is to start journaling. Write down every single thought that you have. Leave yourself voice notes throughout the day on your phone if you're not a journal person, and just record your thought processes. It'll help you understand yourself better, and it'll also help you record your growth throughout the months, throughout the years. I did this when I was going through my breakup. I made voice notes the whole time and watched and literally documented my improvement from being a really depressed person during the start of the breakup to actually growing out of it and becoming happier and more fulfilled in my own company. Next up is to challenge your negative mental thought patterns. It all starts with you and how you view yourself mentally. And on that note, please remember that other people's successes do not diminish your own, and everyone is on their own timeline, and what is meant for you will come to you at the right time. Next is to set your damn boundaries. Set yourself a schedule, stick to it, set your boundaries for yourself, not just emotionally, but for your self-care as well. If you promised yourself that you would work out this evening and your friends asked you to go out, tell your friends you're not available tonight because you're too busy focusing on yourself. Remember that real friends respect boundaries and want to see you win and get better. Next up is to delete toxic energy from your life. Have an ex that you ended on bad terms with, block and delete from all aspects of your life. If you have a friend that is sucking up your energy and making you feel down, have a conversation, establish your boundaries and how you feel, and if that happens again, just dump them as a friend, okay? Because if they really cared about you as a friend, they would have fixed their act sooner. And one of my final things for the mental glow up section is to please, please, please pick up a book, increase your vocabulary skills and learn new words, discover new mindsets, and start enjoying reading in 2026. Start listening to a podcast every day. Obviously, you guys are all here, so you do, but start listening to a podcast per day. Pick a topic you're interested in and just listen to experts talk about that topic. Listen on a walk while you're doing dishes. Just stimulate your mind with new knowledge so that you're constantly learning and staying educated, because we all love a smart, hot baddie. With that being said, let's move on to the fun part, the physical glow up. First up on the list, and this is very basic, I'm sure you've heard it everywhere, but is to start walking 10K steps every single day. And this is the most basic advice I could ever give you, but it genuinely truly is the easiest fitness tool for me, because lately through exam season I barely make it to the gym, and I have noticed a big difference in the weeks where I don't walk 10K steps a day compared to the difference I feel in my body when I do walk 10K steps a day without any other gym training or sessions added. So get your 10K steps in. It is so important. It just is such a good tool for your mental health, for your well-being, overall fitness, health, physical health, everything. Just get your walk, get your steps in. It is just a great boost of energy for your day. Next up is something new, and I really wanted to make this episode when I was wearing them, but unfortunately I had them on for 2 weeks and I had to get them off. But something I want to put you on if you haven't done it already is lash clusters. I got mine done 2 weeks ago for the very first time in my entire life, and they looked so good. They were amazing. My friend put them on for me. They were so easy for her to put them on. I genuinely think that they've done a lot to enhance my facial features because I have really small eyes, and I think my prominent features in my face are my eyes and my lips, my teeth. So enhancing them, especially with the lash clusters, really did a lot for my overall makeup look every single day, and I just got a lot of compliments on them. And it was something new that I never tried before, but it definitely did bring definition to my face. So I highly recommend trying out lash clusters. Also, they are a lot cheaper than extensions. Next up is to experiment with your makeup. And I literally want you to schedule out time in front of your mirror. Just sit there, go on Pinterest, play around with makeup, play around with new looks, and find celebrities that you can pull inspiration from. For me, my celebrities that I always look at makeup inspo from are Hailey Bieber and Kylie Jenner, for a lot of different reasons. Hailey is my go-to for the clean girl kind of everyday natural makeup that I do, and then Kylie is like my very fun going out makeup, and I just love looking at them and learning new tricks and tips from those girls. And like I said, my most prominent features are my eyes and my lips, so I would encourage you to find your prominent features and accentuate them with your makeup. Next up is to establish a gym routine or an active routine that works for you. I already said the 10K steps, but this gym routine can be Pilates, strength training, boxing. Honestly, just start small and work your way up. Anything that works for you. And it is intimidating to go to a new gym, make new gym friends, work on yourself. It's all intimidating. So start small and don't beat yourself up too much. And I would also say to start small and work your way up so that you don't beat yourself up for not sticking to an intense split right from the start. But then, but that being said, results do come from consistency. So you do have to be consistent to start seeing any sort of improvement overall in your physique. But your mental health will definitely get boosted by going to the gym. Next is something that I actually saw a girl on TikTok talk about. I really wish I could remember her name, but I completely forgot it. But it's to embrace your feminine energy because as humans, we actually detect energy shifts so fast. And it's so important to work on our energy so that when we do meet others, we bring across the best energy that we can. For me, how I like to bring that kind of feminine energy across whenever I'm getting ready or whenever I'm getting ready for bed, especially, is to invest in pieces like loungewear and slip dresses. Like right now, I'm wearing my red silk robe, and that just makes me feel more put together, more feminine. And then I also invested in a vanity mirror for my room so I can feel like a Victoria's Secret model getting ready for the day or for bed. And little things like that genuinely boost your confidence and your feminine energy overall. Next up, in relation to workouts, is lightly weighted arm workouts. I do 5 to 10 pound dumbbells when I do my arm workouts, and I do a lot of Pilates moves in my workouts. And this just really helps tone your arms, especially if you're not going for that super bulked gym girl, gym rat arm look. If you just want to tone up your arms, this is the best way to do that. And it really helped me lean out all the muscle that I had gained from my rugby days that I no longer wanted. And when I was working on doing my body recomp, lightly weighted arm workouts really were a game changer for me. Next is incline walking. This does wonders for you, especially because I used to be a runner and I still kind of do treadmill sprints here and there. But I do find that running makes you a lot hungrier and it's harder to really get into a deficit when you are getting hungrier. So incline walking has really helped me keep my gains, keep my muscle, but still burn fat and still get a good form of cardio in, along with the Stairmaster. But I feel like the Stairmaster genuinely isn't for everyone, and sometimes I just don't feel like doing it. So incline walking is just one of my favorite forms of easy cardio that actually is effective. So next is to find a good hairstyle that you love and stick with it. So lately I have been doing a lot of blowouts and a lot of straighten my hair, doing front bang pieces. I love a good blowout, but I have been giving myself a week with just natural curls because my hair definitely needs it, needs a break from all the heat styling. But if you love a good style, stick with it. If it makes you feel confident, if it makes you look great, stick with that and keep doing it. But I love a good blowout at the start of the week and just letting it stay the whole week and then and then washing it and going curly again for the next week. Next is to drink your water and add electrolytes in here and there if you've been super dehydrated. I also have been loving adding collagen to my water. I use the Vital Proteins collagen. This one has really helped me get more protein and more skincare into my water so that my skin looks better. And I use their pink lemonade flavor so it tastes like a fun little drink, especially with ice. It's just so good. And talking about skincare, and in relation to skincare, my next tip is to invest in your skincare routine. I know I say this all the time, but I am such an advocate for investing in your base more than your makeup. Invest in your skin health, invest in your gut health, your hair health, all of that. Because if you have a good base to start off with, then anything else that you put on top of that will look stunning. My current skin routine is just Rhode skincare. I love Rhode. I love Miss Hailey Bieber. She knows exactly what she's doing. Nothing else can make me feel more refreshed and dewy and just bright like Rhode does. I have also been doing retinol on my fine lines. I use the Skin 1988 Korean skincare retinol, and retinol is just a vitamin A derivative of retinol, but just one step higher and slightly more potent for those that don't know. But I use this about 2 times a week, if ever, very sparingly. And so far, I've seen pretty good results in my fine lines, but I haven't been using it enough to definitely say anything about it yet. But I'll keep you guys posted. And I also love the Laneige water cream as my moisturizer now. I have been using it since September. One of my friends put me on that moisturizer and she has such stunning plump skin and I have just been loving it so far. So those are my skincare faves lately, and I have also been loving the CeraVe facial cleanser. You guys know that has been my holy grail day one product and I've just been loving it. So yeah, that is my current skincare situation. Next up is rosemary oil and vitamins for your hair. I always like to do a little oiling routine before my showers. I don't always get around to doing this, but I do like to do it whenever I have the extra time and do a little oil mask. Please, please, please don't neglect your hair health. Make sure you're getting your vitamins and your supplements through your food, but obviously if you need extra help, definitely take your supplements orally. You do have to stay consistent to see hair growth results, and it is a really great way of keeping your hair moisturized. Exfoliate your body in the shower. I love using physical scrubs for this because I will never get around chemical exfoliants. I just don't understand it because it doesn't feel as satisfying as literally physically getting rid of the dead skin cells from my body. But I love the Tree Hut Christmas scrubs. I love Tree Hut any scrub really for body exfoliation, but they just smell so good, especially for this winter festive season. And lotion immediately after. You guys, Dia just got this EOS lotion from Target and it smells like vanilla. It's just so lovely. It smells so good and I love slathering it on after my showers. It just makes me feel so cozy and ready for my fresh sheets right after. Next up is tongue scraping and oil pulling. This is actually something that my mom always pushes on me growing up. We always swish coconut oil in our mouths for at least 15 minutes and then spit it out, and that is so good for your oral hygiene. I know it's been a trend on wellness TikTok, I think 2 years or a year ago, but it genuinely is so good for you. I do this very rarely now, but when I do, it just is such a game changer for my oral hygiene and just how I feel after too. My mouth just feels so fresh and clean, especially after tongue scraping. It's so good for you. So start doing that. And for my PCOS girlies, I have a tip for you as well. This is spearmint tea. I started drinking that every single night before bed. And that has just been really good at regulating my hormones, preventing extra hair growth, male patterned hair growth from occurring on my chin, especially. And it also helps regulate my cycles as well. And I also have started taking inositol. And I also have been starting to take inositol, a supplement, every single night as well. I think this is a type of sugar that your body makes, but this supplement is just really proven to help with PCOS symptoms such as irregular menstrual cycles and weight gain. And I'll keep you guys posted on how that goes for me personally. But spearmint tea has been really good at reducing my hormonal hair growth and just overall PCOS external symptoms. And it's also very calming as a tea at night before bed as well. I also do a face mask once a week. I strive to do this, either face sheet masks or I've been loving the Medicube collagen night wrapping mask. It just helps lock in all my skincare for the night. And then in the morning when I peel it off, I just have baby soft, super rejuvenated skin and it's just amazing. My next tip I actually got from Liv Schmidt, who is very controversial and I don't always agree with everything she says, but I did agree with this part, which is to intuitively eat and eat the best part of your meal first. And this is something that I love to focus on because growing up, I have always been taught to finish my plate and finish everything on it. So even when I am full, I just keep eating, and it was really bad for my binge eating tendencies growing up. But now it's like I always eat the plate, but I eat the parts that I don't want the most and save the best for last. So in that way, I just reframed how I just ate the whole plate growing up. So now I focus on eating the best parts of my meal and stopping when I get full so that I don't push myself to keep eating everything else on the plate. And I'm satisfied knowing that I've taken the best part of my meal and eaten that already. My final tip for you guys for my physical glow up is get better sleep. Genuinely focus on getting 7 to 8 hours, 10 hours of sleep every single day. I am such a bad sleeper when it comes to this. I am so bad because I love to work on assignments. I love to do everything else during the night, but seriously, prioritize sleep. It helps so much. And right before I close off this episode, I want to talk about some soul reminders for you guys, something super different from other glow up focused episodes. I have a couple reminders that I want to say that will hopefully make your day a little bit brighter and hopefully help you think about your days and prioritize these things every single day. So, my first reminder is to laugh every single day. Be a high vibe, positive person. Just laugh at everything, make jokes, be a reason for someone else to smile during their day. Second up is to make time for creativity even if you're stressed out. I like to do this no matter what, especially during exam season, especially before my midterms. I will always go to an event on university, on campus, that is catered towards creating something. And the other day I went to an event that I basically just painted ornaments right before my midterm. And I loved doing that because it really helps me de-stress and really helps activate all parts of my brain and make me feel more awake and ready to study, ready to learn, ready to do a test. And it genuinely is something that helps me a lot. Make time to do something with your hands and relax and create, in contrast to this busy world where we're always just go, 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 locked in on our screens, served overstimulation on a silver platter, and our minds are loud and we are locked into whatever else we are doing. Just make sure you take time to decompress and exercise your creativity. And I just find that that really helps your overall productivity during the day. Next is to spend time with people who fill your days with joy and who teach you new life lessons. If you haven't noticed, a lot of this episode was lessons that I have picked up from my friends, things that I have noticed that genuinely help me want to be a better person because I spend more time around them. And make sure you surround yourself with people like that, people who push you and make you want to become a better person, who teach you things and just make your life better. Next, and this one's a really hard one, but it's to avoid mindlessly scrolling, guys. Please, we've all done it. I've done this mostly today to begin with. Lately, I have been scrolling so much on my phone that I honestly get icked out when I catch myself doing it for too long because I'm just like, why am I still on my phone? Why am I still on this app? Put my phone away. You find yourself scrolling, you get up, you study, you cook, you go on a walk, go to the gym, whatever else, just get off your phone. Go talk to your friends, just off your phone, off social media. And lastly, before I let you guys go, I want to just give you a little reminder to also organize your physical space. This is such a game changer for someone like me who gets very seasonally depressed. I have to make sure my bed is made. I have to make sure my space is clean, smelling good, candle lit, everything wiped down. Otherwise, I will let it pile up. And once something starts piling up, everything starts snowballing, and then I'm just in my messy, cluttered room, depressed, and I do not want to have that impact me this year. That is not the type of person I want to be for 2026. So, genuinely having a clean space has made my absolute day and makes my nights so much better when I get home and I do my night routine. So those are my soul reminders for you guys, and that wraps up this episode. I hope that was very helpful for you. This is a very quick, very to the point episode. I wanted to make it an easy listen for you guys, just packed with all of the tips that I had for you. And I love you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you have any concerns, questions, comments, please let me know. We have a Google form linked below in the show notes. Write down anything else you want me to talk about next. And all my socials are linked below in the show notes as well. And if you guys are watching on the video pod, please, please, please feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. Just come hang out with us next time. And thank you so much for tuning in. And also, speaking of Spotify Wrapped, I saw the Wrapped for the Lucky Girl Guide the other day, and it just makes my heart so full. Because what do you mean? We got awarded 3 awards from Spotify for being a fan favorite show, for being a new up and coming show, and just all of these things. Like, you guys have made my day. I am just so, so, so grateful for everyone that listens to this show, listens to all the episodes. I am so thankful. And also to see the country breakdown by my top listeners, I am just so thrilled that this podcast even makes it around half the world. And I'm just so grateful to be here, to be someone that you guys want to keep listening to. And yeah, thank you so much for making my day, for being here, for being a part of the Lucky Girl Guide family. If you enjoyed this episode, please, please, please leave a rate and review. It truly does help the show out more than you know. And I look forward to talking to you guys next time. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye.